is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening, everybody. It is Saturday night if you're watching us in the Pacific or in Los Angeles, and it is 10:04 p.m. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, where I am currently at, it is 1:04 p.m. as well on a beautiful, kind of humid Sunday. So magandang hapon sa inyong lahat if you're watching us right now. And if you're watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hello to our Team Replay and Team Share. And before anything else, we are live on PHLB Radio Facebook page, as well as live simultaneously on PHLB Radio YouTube channel. So if you are not a subscriber yet, please do like, share, and subscribe. We are also live on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And the latest addition to our podcast is Amazon Music. So any of those, you could log in and you could listen, or if you could watch us as well. You could also, if you are using Alexa, you could watch us on PHLB Radio channel. And if you're using Alexa, just say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. If you're using Amazon Fire TV, just look for the PHLB Radio channel. And if you have any question, comments, or any suggestions, and you could also watch using our website, which is www.phlbradio.com. Yan, so this is a beautiful Sunday. And I hope everybody had your beautiful lunch with your friends, family, and loved ones. Yan. First honor natin for today is si Romnick Hernandez. Hello, Romnick. Hello, Odessa. Hello to Ronald, as well as to Nick or Monica, watching us from Project 7. Hello to Hilda as well, watching us in Manila. Happy viewing sa inyo. Magandang topic natin for today. But before anything else, plug lang namin, and hopefully you have that poster. We are helping promote the beautiful Ibarra the Musical, which is a musical show that's going to start next month, June 11, at the GSIS building. So we're hopefully we could show you the poster later today, and we'll post that. We promised the producers and the production team that we're gonna help promote them as well. So it's Ibarra the Musical, or Ibarra Ngayon the Musical, starring of course the Kapuso Hunk, and of course he's a very good singer, and that's none other than Derek Monasterio. Yan. Teka, before anything else, log-in ko lang muna yung ating mga friends para they could all watch us. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then thank you for those people who watched the replay yesterday of our interview with Derek Monasterio. As I've said, Ibarra's month na po, a day before Independence Day or Araw ng Kalayaan for the Philippines. So before anything else, ayan yung poster natin. Thank you, Yo. And of course, it's going to be shown starting June 11. And it stars, of course, si Derek Monasterio. And this is directed by Franny Zamora. And of course, hopefully, I don't know if we still have that ticket outlets. There could be, you could purchase your ticket, and the tickets are going fast. So para may mga sold out shows na po sila. So hopefully we could plug it in as well. You could go to Ticket to Me, and I think Ticket Master or something. But we'll show that as well if we could find that slide. Yeah, there you go. And so there's, there you go. So that the tickets for Ibarra Ngayon, starring our Kapuso star Derek Monasterio, are now available at Ticket World. and Ticket to Me. And of course, it's gonna start the premiere. Showing is June 11 to the 14th and June 18 to the 21st at the GSIS Theater in Pasay City. And the tickets available tickets are selling fast now at Ticket to Me or Ticket World. Ayan po yung website nila. So just click on that. So it's at Ibarra ngayon. There you go. Thank you guys. Thank you. Ang galing talaga ng ating back office. Of course, headed by the owner and proponent of PH Radio, si Johan Saison, and the creative team as well as the technical team. So, si Mirna Caparas is watching us. Mirna is watching us from the Philippines. She's the beautiful cousin of mine, and were able to help me with all the things I need to do here in the Philippines. So maraming salamat, cousin Mirna Caparas. Yeah. So maganda yung topic for today. As I promised, it's a brand new episode at medyo I think matatamaan o maantig ang mga puso ng ating mga listeners and viewers, ang mga ina or mga magulang. Ang title for this particular episode is Hindi Kayang Tanggapin. Bakit ang hirap tanggapin? Okay, again, the episode title is Bakit ang hirap tanggapin? Okay, here we go. And don't worry if you come in late, I'll do a synopsis right after reading this letter. Sabi niya, Dear Kuya Josh, maraming salamat for your show as well as maraming salamat PHLB Radio for having a show like Dear Kuya Josh. Marami po kaming aral na napupulot on a weekly basis listening to the stories that are being shared. Again, like what you said, lots of nuggets of wisdom that we could apply to our daily lives. Again, more power to PHLB Radio and of course to your show, Dear Kuya Josh. Nako, maraming salamat po. At like what I said time and time again, it takes a whole village to mount a show like this. This is our show. This is not just Kuya Josh's show, but this is our show. Ating pong programa ito. Because without your letters, without your patience, without sharing and being actively participating in the discussion through our little show here, we are indebted to you, and the gratitude that we have for you is immensely. Talagang maraming salamat po. So sabi niya, continue, Kuya Josh, I am Rosalinda. 60 years old po ako, married with 2 children. I wrote to you for some advice on my situation. Kuya Josh, I came from a middle-class family of 7. Farmer ang father ko at mananahi naman si nanay. Dahil hindi nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral ang aming mga magulang, naging pangarap nila ang lahat ng anak nila ay makapagtapos ng kolehiyo. Kaya nagsumikap si tatay at nanay na maitaguyod ang aming pag-aaral. Kami namang 5 magkakapatid ay tumulong din sa kanila. At sa awa ng Diyos, lahat kami ay titulado. Iyan lang naman ang wish at pangarap sa amin ni tatay at ni inang. Kuya Josh, lahat kami ay maganda ang buhay ngayon. Dahil sa edukasyon aming pinaghirapan at talagang buwis-buhay kumbaga ang ginawa ng tatay at ng nanay namin. Ako ay nakapag-asawa noong 25 years old na ako. Dahil ako ang eldest, I tried to help out my parents in sending my other siblings to college. Pagkatapos ko ng kolehiyo, ako muna ang sumagot sa ibang pangangailangang pang-aral ng aking mga kapatid. Sa college ko nakilala kuya si Eduardo. He was my classmate sa accounting. Mabait siya kuya, kaya it was easy for me to love him. We got married after 2 years of being engaged. Hardworking siya kaya madali kaming hardworking siya, kaya kuya, madali kaming umasenso. Kuya Josh, we were blessed with 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Both of them are married now with children of their own. Dito ko natanto at hirap kong tanggapin na wala na sila sa amin. Kuya Josh, ibang-iba na pala ang mga anak kapag nakapag-asawa na. Noong dati, kami ang buhay nila. Ngayon, mistulang hindi na kami ang prioridad nila. Hirap kong tanggapin na nagbago na ang lahat. Ang dating presensya nila ay suddenly disappearing o dahan-dahang naglalaho. Ang dating araw-araw naming pagkikita at pag-uusap ay monthly na lang kung mangyari. Kuya Josh, I miss my kids terribly. Sobrang sakit na I feel ignored at neglected nila. I miss being the center of their lives like before at sila din ang center ng universe namin. Maraming bagay ang nagbago simula nang nagkapamilya na sila. Kuya, miss na namin silang dalawa. Iba na pala talaga pag nakapag-asawa ang anak namin. Hindi ko alam kung ibang henerasyon na ba talaga? Kasi ako naman sa wari ko, hindi nagbago ang relationship ko sa parents ko nung ako ang nag-asawa. Hindi sila nabawasan ng anak, ang sabi ko nga. Dumami pa nga dahil na-add ang aking asawa o nadagdag ang aking asawa, pati na ang dalawa kong anak. Kuya Josh, masakit lang talaga. Sabi nga ni Eduardo, tanggapin ko na lang daw at be grateful na at least mahal sila ng mga asawa nila at mga anak nila. Hanggang ngayon naman daw, kami pa rin dalawa ni Eduardo, nagsimula kaming dalawa at magtatapos na kaming dalawa pa rin sa huli. Kuya, masakit lang talagang tanggapin na iba na ang henerasyon ngayon. Masakit na parang hindi na kami importante sa buhay ng mga anak ko. Masakit tanggapin na malayo na sila sa amin. Ngayong matanda na kami, mas kailangan namin ang lambing nila, ang presensya nila sa buhay namin. Kaya, Kuya Josh, ano ba ang dapat kong gawin para matanggap ko ang sitwasyon na ito? Pikit mata ko na lang bang pabayaan ang sakit ng aking dibdib at hinagpis na nararamdaman ko? Tatanggapin ko na lang ba na talagang gano'n na ang buhay sa ngayon Hirap ako sa dapat kong gawin para maibsan ang pangungulila ko sa mga anak ko. Dapat ko bang ipaalam sa kanila ang nararamdaman ko? Kuya Josh, please naman, let me know your thoughts. I ask for the viewers and listeners of your show on how I should deal with my situation about my kids. Hanggang dito na lang po at maraming salamat sa pagpapaunlak sa aking munting liham. Isang masugid na tagahanga at taga-subaybay ng iyong show na Dear Kuya Josh, Rosalinda. Yan. Nako. Happy viewing kay Ernie Damao dito sa Manila as well. So, synopsis natin. So, like what I said, ang title bakit mahirap tanggapin? Let's see. Bakit ang hirap tanggapin? So, ito ay email na pinadala ni Rosalinda. She's currently 60 years old, married with two kids or 2 children, a boy and a girl. So yung dalawang anak daw niya ay may asawa na at may mga anak. Sabi nga niya, humble beginning sila, middle class, at yung father niya ni Rosalinda was a farmer at tapos yung kanya namang nanay o si inang ay isang mananahi. Pero hindi nakapagtapos yung magulang niya, so naging pangarap at ang wish ng parents niya when they were growing up, they were a family of 7, so 5 sila magkakapatid at siya ang eldest. What was she saying was, pinangarap talaga ng magulang, so talagang the 5 of them talagang nagpursige na makatapos. At sa awa nga raw ng Diyos, they were able to finish and all are title holders, meaning mga titulado na, meaning nagkaroon sila, nakagraduate sila sa kanilang pag-aaral. Now, sabi nga niya, dahil eldest siya, 25 years old na siya, na bago nakapag-asawa, at this was dahil ang reason kung bakit medyo naantala ang kanyang pag-asawa is because right after she finished her education, her college, siya yung tumulong sa ibang mga kapatid, mga siblings, para makapagtapos din ng kanilang pag-aaral. Lahat naman sila, the 5 of them, are doing well in their respective lives. Tapos nakilala niya ang kanyang asawa ay si Eduardo. They met sa isang accounting class. Sabi niya mabait nga raw si Eduardo at masipag kaya umasenso sila. Yun nga, like what she said, na-bless sila with 2 kids. Kaya lang ang sitwasyon ngayon ni Rosalinda nga siya nag-letter sa atin is bakit parang nag-iba na yung mga bata, nag-iba na yung kanyang anak, yung kanyang 2 anak nung nag-asawa. Sabi nga niya, bakit ganun? Is it a generation thing na parang hindi na sila malapit sa kanila, parang nai-ignore na sila, may sarili na silang buhay, may sarili na silang mga ginagawa. Unlike before, na sabi niya, araw-araw sila nakikita, araw-araw sila nag-uugnayan. This time, maswerte na if they see each other on a monthly basis. Sabi, ibang-ibang araw yung panahon nila na siya, nung nag-asawa itong si Rosalinda, hindi nabawasan ang pamilya, kundi nadagdagan because of the husband and 2 kids, which currently is not happening with her or with her situation because yung 2 kids niya, like what she said, hindi na nila nararamdaman yung pag-aaruga or yung pag-care or yung even the presence, yung presence ng 2 anak niya and their families. Kasi nga, kumbaga, palang malayo na, hindi na sila ang priority, hindi na sila ang naging sentro ng buhay ng mga anak nila, kundi yung kanilang mga pamilya. So sabi niya, nahihirapan siya, masakit sa dibdib, talagang dinaramdam niya na parang na-ignore silang mag-asawa at parang ibang-iba na nga ang buhay ng kanilang mga anak. So the longing for the presence, the longing for being. Kasi sabi nga niya, growing up, hindi naman ganun ang naranasan ng magulang ni Rosalinda naramdaman ni Rosalinda nung siya ang nag-asawa o any of their siblings. Kasi nga, mas lumapit pa sa mga magulang nila nung sila ay nag-asawa. Which in her case, different. Kung nag-asawa yung anak na lalaki, nagkaroon ng pamilya, mga anak, same thing yung anak niyang babae, nagkaroon ng pamilya at mga anak, hindi na nila nakikita. Kumbaga, swerte na nga lang kung magkita-kita sila kahit sa isang buwan. So yun ang kanilang binulong o nilalapit sa atin. How do you reconcile ba? Is it sabi nga ni Eduardo na asawa niya, pabayaan na lang, tanggapin na lang niya yung situation simply because the kids, yung mga anak nila ay may sarili ng buhay. Meron na silang sariling pinagkakaabalahan. So yung presensya, sabi nga ni Eduardo, nagsimula silang 2, si Rosalinda at si Eduardo. So sila pa rin ang nagkaanak, nagkapamilya mga anak. So at the end of the day, sila pa rin at the end, sila pa rin 2. Kung saan sila nagsimula, doon din sila magwawakas. So yun ang kanyang istorya. Longing for the presence of their kids na meron ng mga sariling pamilya. So yung parang, bakit gano'n? Sabi ni Rosalinda, dati sila ang sentro ng aming universe at kay Rosalinda at kay Eduardo na mga magulang ng 2 bata, parang the world revolves around them. Pero bakit ngayong may edad na sila, bakit ngayong may pamilya na, yung kanilang 2 anak, yung parang naitsapwera na sila sa scheme of things, sa equation of life. So yun ang kanyang isinulat sa atin. So before anything else, si Desi Santos is watching us from Quezon City. So is Cesar or si June Ong is watching us. So happy viewing sa inyo. Sabi niya, hello kuya. Casimiro Ang is watching us from Legazpi, Albay in Bicol Peninsula. So happy viewing sa iyo, Jojo, as well as to Auntie Cora, to Nathan, to Mate, at kay Matet, and to Yvette. Happy viewing sa iyo. Si Carmi Santos is watching as well in Quezon City. So hopefully narinig niyo yung kwento o yung sulat. Ito ay sulat ng uh, pagdaramdam o pag sabi nga niya, sama ng loob o pangungulila is better, longing for the children's affection, their children's care. Sinasabi nga niya na bakit gano'n na ngayong may asawa na, ang layo-layo na ng kanilang mga pamilya, mga anak sa kanila. Sabi ni Casimiro, ni Jojo, hi Kuya Jos, sunny afternoon from Legazpi City, Albay, Bicol. Stay safe always from Mama, Yvette, Nathan, and Mate. I don't know, Jojo, I heard na masabog o minimal na umaano pa rin ang Mayon volcano. So let us know kung how are you guys doing there, and if it's sunny there in the Legazpi City, Albay, nako mainit naman dito sa dito sa Manila. So keep safe, keep hydrated everyone. So ako muna bago yung mga comment ng ating mga viewers and listeners. So Rosalinda, unang-una maraming salamat for allowing us to share your story to our viewers and to our listeners. Sabi mo nga, henerasyon ba ito? Well, yes and no. Kasi talagang alam mo, hindi lang ikaw ang aking nakausap recently about that. Meron din akong kaibigan na yun din ang kanilang sinasabi o parang isiniwalat sa akin. That's why they felt na kahit may anak sila, yung mga anak, may sarili ng pamilya, hindi na katulad na dati. The presence, what they miss most, it's not the help, it's not the money or any financial assistance na nakukuha nila sa mga anak, kundi yung presence, yung lapit ng loob, yung nakikita mo yung mga anak mo. Kasi ang sinasabi nila, bakit ganoon, Kuya Josh? Bakit yung mga anak namin nagkapamilya na sila, parang lumayo na, parang malayo na sa amin. Hindi na kami nakikita, hindi na namin sila nakikita, hindi dinadala yung mga apo sa amin. So that's the longing, the yearning for them to be together. Ang payo ko naman din sa mga anak, especially yung mga grown-up kids, always make sure that you cater pa rin sa ating mga magulang. Swerte kayo at nandyan pa ang mama at papa nyo. But there's some of us na talagang wala na, they're gone, they have moved on, they go to the heavens na, and they have passed on. So sabi ko nga, bilib ako sa mga taong hanggang ngayon ay nakikita ang kanilang magulang on a weekly basis, dinadalaw. I know some people na talagang they go out of their way from their Quezon City home, they go to the home of the mother on a weekly basis. Walang palya yun unless the children's family are on trips abroad, pero they make it a point na nakikita nila at nakasama nila ang kanilang mga magulang, especially in their golden years. So it is important kasi we got to remember yung mga magulang as they age, they are more sensitive, they are more longing. Kumbaga, they always want the camaraderie, yung companionship kasi minsan kasi yun ang namimiss nating mga anak na parang now that we're adults, now that we have our own children, that we have our own place under the sun, and now we have our own careers, we have our own problems, we have our own challenges. Minsan nalilimutan na natin yung talagang root, yung talagang kung saan ba talaga nagsimula tayo. And of course, the beginning talaga of it all really are our parents, di ba? Kasi sila talaga yung nagbigay buhay sa atin. So hopefully, eye-opener to sa lahat sa atin na especially if our parents, if your parents still around, make it an effort. At least give them a call once in a while. Kung naman mura naman ang tawag, call them, either text or call at kamustahin nyo lang. Kasi minsan kasi yun ang talagang as they age. At you got to remember, we're all gonna be in that space. We're all gonna be in that universe as well. Wherein magiging magulang rin kayo, mga kaanak din kayo. And mararamdaman nyo rin yung longing nyo sa mga anak nyo. And it's like, sabi ko nga, it's like a rite of passage na yung nangyari noon, mangyayari ngayon. What you have done to your parents, yun din ang ibabalik sa inyo ng inyong mga anak kasi what they see, sabi nga, ang nakikita sa mga matanda ay yun din ang ginagawa ng mga bata. Again, ulitin ko, what they see in you, they in turn when the time comes, they would do to you what they've seen you did to your parents. Ulitin ko, kung ano nakita nila, the way you treat your parents, will this be the same way that your kids will treat you eventually? Kaya nga importante, I know for a fact, I know for a fact a family na talagang they make it a point na to be together, especially that the kids are grown up at nasa kanila pa, they make it a point kahit may late hours na in the evening, talagang they make it a point they will have at least a meal together. Kahit late na, parang hindi na, sabi ko nga, hindi na parang yung ibang tao patulog na, sila magdi-dinner pa, o they'll make, I mean, the distance is not even a question. Tapos yun ang kanilang bonding moments and it's really, really admirable, nakahanga-hanga talaga na talagang yung the father and the mother are making effort at ito ay nakikita ng mga anak. And it's a guarantee kung ano yung nakita, itong uniqueness nila, yung bonding moments nila sa kanilang mga magulang na nakita ng mga anak. When the time comes, when these kids are grown up and they have their own family, it's more likely na kung yung nakita sa nila sa kanilang magulang, sa kanilang nanay at tatay, will be the same thing na gagawin nila sa kanila. Parang 'di ba, yung parang ibabalik lang yung nakita nila. Kaya nga kung yung mga magulang nila ay not giving attention to the parents, kumbaga yung mga lolo't lolo nila, it's a pretty guarantee na pag lumaki rin sila at nagkaroon na rin sila sa pamilya, yun din ang kumbaga kung sila nga yung nanay at tatay nila could care less about their own mom and dad. So parang parang sabi nga, what they see they would do. Mai-imitate nila, ma-imbibe nila sa kanilang system the way the grandparents were treated by their parents. At when the time comes, at yun namang nanay nila, so parang makikita, sabi ko nga kanina, rite of passage. Tapos sabi ni Carmi Santos Ong, sabi niya, alam ko kung sino yan, talaga lang? True, walang skip yan. Kasi so alam niyo na. So we're talking of the Ong family na talagang, for me, talagang nag-e-effort. Talagang yung two kids nila, two boys nila, bonding moments talaga nila is yung kanilang mga, sabi ko nga, foodie. Parang they will try different restaurants. It could be like 11 o'clock in the evening and they're just about to have their dinner because talagang intayan sila. The mother she has her own thing. The father has his business. Yung two kids has all their own activities, either work or yung kanilang. Pero they make it a point na they see each other. They have a dinner or lunch together. When they make time, talagang they put an effort. And for me, that is kahanga-hanga. It's admirable. Kasi mahirap talaga, especially, sabi nga, the gift of time. Ang time talaga, sabi nga, it's hindi yan tangible eh. It's intangible na, sabi nga, time is something na precious. it's a priceless gift you could give to anyone. Kasi talagang when time passed, it's like a running water. Hindi mo na mababalik. And a lot of times siya na nagiging problema sa mga relasyon ng pamilya na nawawala, masyadong engross na yung magulang sa mga negosyo nila o sa mga activities nila na neglect o na overlook na nila yung bonding moments ng mga pamilya, yung pagkakaisa nila kahit man lamang sharing meals together. Because sabi nga, yung meals diyan talaga nakakaroon ng communication. They talk about that how was their day, what's going on with their careers, what's going on with the business, and of course hindi maiwasan din sometimes may mga a little discussions or mga disagreement, pero like time and time again it is always a pleasure if you guys would be able to agree to disagree, meaning kasi that's a healthy relationship pag nagkakaroon ng little disagreement, little discussion, basta hindi lang naging physical. Pero kasi that's how we all grow. That's how we all become better person, better people, because that's how we would know. Because sometimes we got so distracted with all this noise around us, with all these problems surrounding us, with all this politics around us, with all the inflation, oil prices hike, and all that around us, na it really affects us. Pero ang maganda, bottom line is, we have the family. We have that, sabi nga, the basic unit of society is the family. And as long as that family is intact, as long as kahit may mga disagreement paminsan-minsan, may mga altercations paminsan-minsan, not physical, but more of yung nagkakasagutan, those still, in my book, in Kuya Josh's book, I still healthy because at least with that discussion, nagkakaalaman kayo, you are able to exchange ideas, you are able to come up with solutions to a potential problem or a brewing problem that could maybe hurt or help the relationship. So at least the discussion is still there, yung presensya, especially as parents, they go older. As we age, as we mature, nag-iiba na yung ating priorities. Siguro, and time again, proven and tested na to, when we are all younger, talagang we are more on wealth accumulation, material things accumulation. But as we age, yung mga, sabi nga, going to maturity na, yung nasa 40s, 50s, 60s, and onwards, doon na nagkakaroon ng value. Ano ba yung what matters most? Hindi na natin masyadong into yung mga bagay-bagay, expensive things, branded things, signature things that were important to us before. But now that we age, now that we are maturing, nagkakaroon na talaga ng different priorities, different values on things, on how we look at them, on how we perceive them, how we value them in our lives. Hindi na masyadong kailangan signature, lahat branded. More often, doon tayo sa comfortability, doon sa practicality and functionality of things. Okay, tapos sabi ni Cesar Ong Jr., parang ako yan ha. Thank you, Kuya. Oo, ikaw yan. You and your family, of course. It is a blessing in so many ways na magandang ehemplo. It's a good example. It's not a perfect relationship, but still, yung core, doon ko nakikita yung core of a family, of a unit of family. Sabi ko, wala namang perfect na pamilya. We all have our crinks here, kumbaga sa damit, may mga kulubot, may mga gusot. But the good thing is, at the end of the day, yung relationship keeps growing on a daily basis. May mga tampuhan paminsan-minsan, maybe a simple away here and there. But at the end of the day, ang ganda pa rin ng isang pamilya na buo, na isang pamilya na nagsasama-sama, whether ang nagiging common denominator niyo ay food. So it's really, and the way you guys spend time with your mother, the way you guys would make an effort to drive all the way from your place of residency to your mom's home. At it's talagang, sabi ko nga, it's an example na people should take notice, because not only your family but your immediate family should be doing that as well. Kasi what price it is, how precious it is rather, to still have a parent that's still around, a parent that you could still show your love and your care and your appreciation of what they have done for you growing up and into your lives. But hindi lang dahil dinamitan ka, pinag-aral ka, ang makikita talaga yung how you return, yung sabi nga hindi naman so much of utang loob, but yung appreciation of what they have done for you, especially kung isa na lang yung parent mo. Mas maganda kung dalawa, di ba? It's so ideal that the both parents are still around and alive and kicking. But kung wala na, let's make best of what you have. Kung nag-iisa na lang yan, whether it's your mom or your dad, shower them now with attentions. Let's not wait for the D-Day when they're no longer there to appreciate you. They're no longer there to be with you. They're no longer there to know how much you care for them. It is important. It is admirable at masyadong kahanga-hanga kung talagang magawa mo yan ngayon while they're still around. You could still tease with them, you could still have fun with them, you could still in your own little way, your presence, yung mga pagdalaw-dalaw, pagtawag, to take them places, to go to church, to visit beautiful places. Not so much of traveling kasi as our parents they mature and they age, medyo nahihirapan na yan. But ang alam ko, as they age just like us, it's the presence that is more important. It's the time spent with them. It's the time na nakikita ka nila na nag-e-effort ka just to spend few hours a day or so with them, kasi doon nila nakikita na kahit sa busy mo, kahit sa sobrang busy mo sa buhay, sa negosyo mo at sa daily lives mo, nagkakaroon ka pa rin ng time for them, because hindi man siguro nila verbally na-express sa'yo, but that definitely goes to the appreciation bank sa kanilang hearts of heart. Alam nilang na-appreciate ka nila, because especially our parents from old school, they're not as vocal as we are now. They are not as demonstrative. They are not as showy. Hindi sila ganun eh. Most of them, they just give you a smile, or sometimes hindi mo mapapansin pero the appreciation is definitely there. They might not even tell you personally, but yung mga kaibigan nila, yung mga amiga nila, yung mga kamag-anak mo, doon nila sasabihin the appreciation they feel of all the things you're doing for them. Yun ang kagandahan. Yun nga lang, unlike our generation now, talagang we speak our mind, we are more vocal on our feelings, we're vocal of telling things that's happening in our lives, and we're more vocal in sharing kung meron kang nararamdaman, kung meron kang na hindi nagugustuhan. We are more open about it. We're more into discussing things about it. Unlike our parents from old school, talagang nagtitimpi, nagtitiis. They're not as, of course with some exception, they're not as vocal as most of us now in our generation. Sabi ni Cesar Ong, dagdag niya, walang aasensong anak pag hindi nakalinga sa magulang. Uy, alam mo, totoo yan. Time and time again, I've seen that, na yung mga anak na tumitingin o nagkikipagsimpatya pa rin sa magulang, yun ang binibless. Kasi di ba, it is in the Holy Book and it's written time and time again. It's one of the commandments, honor thy father, thy mother. Di ba? Pag-usapan natin in the previous shows, yung meron tayong letter about parents. Nakalagay yun eh. Ito yung lagi sinasabi ko when I have a discussion with friends na think about it. Dun sa 10 commandments na binigay sa atin, honor thy father and thy mother. Wala namang yung category, di ba? Hindi naman sinabing honor and walang conditions. Kumbaga, parang it's an open it's an open request, it's an open rule, it's an open commandment. Sabi nga, honor thy father and mother. Hindi sinabing honor your mother and your father only if they're good. Honor your mother and your father if they do well with you. Honor thy mother and thy father if they are good parents to you. Walang ganun, di ba? Basta honor thy mother, thy father and your mother and your father. Di ba napaka-general ng commandment na yon? Wala siyang conditions, wala siyang rules other than honor them. Maybe some of you would say, well, honor kapag naman may mga magulang na masalbahe, may mga magulang naman na they didn't treat their kids well. Well, whether they did that or not, that's between them and their God. Yung comes the pag-base ng paghuhukom. But for now, you honor them regardless because the mere fact that they gave you life, the mere fact that you were born into this earth is already a precious gift given to you. Okay, because as we all know, madali namang kitilin ang buhay, especially during the pregnancy days, kahit nga yung medyo, kahit na ipanganak ka na, we were all carried for 9 months. Okay, whether it could be premature or whatever. At the end of the day, there was still this intention to give you life, to bring you to this earth, to bring you to this life. Diba? That alone is a gift. Okay, maybe may mga magulang sa atin na sabihin, ako naging very malupit. Very strict yung parents namin, yung nana, yung tatay, and pinahirapan kami. That's part and parcel, part of life. Maybe there is an intention, maybe there is reasons behind that, but who are you to judge? But at the end of the day, what is required of all of us is to honor our father and our mother without conditions, without things na they need to do before the honor would be bestowed upon them. Wala, it's open lang. It's an open commandment that says, honor your mother and your father. That's it. Okay? Kumbaga, mahalin, ipagpunyi, i-praise, you put them in a special place in your heart because at the end of the day, they are the one responsible for giving life. They're the one who brought you to this earth, who clothed you, pinadamitan ka, pinag-aral ka, regardless of how you were reared, how you were treated, how you, on your growing years, at the end of the day, mas malaki pa rin yung advantage na ginawa nila sa atin to bring us to this world. Yan. Tapos, let's see. So, overall, it is a, now, to answer the question, unang-una, okay, going back to Rosalinda, yung tanong mo, what you should do, ang advice ko sa'yo, and since anak mo naman itong dalawa, what you need to do, the both of you as parents, is to be open, is to tell them exactly how you feel, how you are affected, how the yung sinasabi mo ngang longingness for their presence. You need to tell them because sometimes most of us, if not all of us, we tend to forget how we get too busy in our lives. We get too busy in our daily life that nagiging hindi naman taken for granted but minsan na-overlook. So it is our duty to anybody to tell them how you feel. Kasi you got to remember, sometimes people get busy. It is also important for us to express our sentiments, to express our feelings, to express what's going on with our lives para ma-involve din sila because baka kala nila in their mind, everything is fine and dandy. You just have to sit them down. You said, anak, I missed you. I miss na nakikita ko kayo on a weekly basis. I miss open communication. It's not hurtful to tell them your innermost feeling, your honest feeling because sabi nga, pag nagsasabi ng totoo, nagsasama ng maluwag. Meaning, if you are honest enough to tell them that you have this pain, you have this hurt, of them not visiting you, or you're feeling neglected, you're feeling ignored, you have to tell your kids kung saan nanggagaling yon, because if they are made to realize na ito pala yung nararamdaman ni mama at ni papa, they could be better children, they could be better individual, and little do you know, you're helping them to be the best version of themselves. Because kahit tayo, sometimes we get too busy, we forget things. They are just like us. They are your product. These are the genes that they have. Importanteng ma-realize nila how you feel, kasi hindi naman sila manghuhula just like us. We cannot know exactly how they're feeling. Sabi ko nga, in any relationship, communication is key. It is important that we communicate to the person we love, to our significant other, to our boyfriend, girlfriend, wives, husband, friends. It is important. Huwag yung kimkimin, kasi when you hold into your feelings, especially when you're hurting, naku, it manifests into a sickness kasi hindi makahinga, hindi kayo nagiging healthy. You tell them exactly how you feel. If you're hurting, if you're happy, if you love them, express it. This is the time. Wag na kayong magpatumpik-tumpik. This is the time to be honest. This is the time to share your feelings, whether good or bad, because when you share what you feel, when you are being honest, when you are being truthful, and that's where true, beautiful relationship would come about. Yun ang masasabi ko, Rosalinda. Huwag mong kimkimin. Sabi mo nga, bakit ang hirap tanggapin? You don't have to do that. Because if you tell them and they still would not budge, they will still not make things better, then that's the time na, like what Eduardo said, you started the two of you together, you would end up together. Totoo yun. But huwag kang mag-harbor ng feelings sa mga anak mo. Because little do you know, hindi nila alam, hindi nila nararamdaman na yung palang nararamdaman mo. And how would they feel kung hindi mo sasabihin? They would not know kung hindi mo i-share. They would not, hindi sila mga fortune teller, hindi sila manghuhula to know your feelings. It is important for you as parents to tell them if things that bothers them, and likewise it is your obligation as being to tell them exactly what's going on with you as well. Open communication is key in any relationship. Again, that's what I advise time and time again, because even if you're an advocate or a fan of teleserye, nagkakaroon ng conflict because one person would hide their feelings or will not tell the truth. Think about it. On all the teleseries, on all the soaps you have heard and you have seen, the conflict arises or arose simply because communication is faulty. There was a breakdown of communication between the lead character and the protagonist and the antagonist. And a lot of times, doon talaga nagkaproblema. Tapos sabi ni Carmi, okay, si Josel Agretro or si Joel Ortega ng Habgibis USA. Happy viewing to you and to your wife, of course, and to the new membership of if there is such thing. Because here, mag-usap tayo, Joel, offline about what's happening with Habgibis here in the Philippines. And hopefully you guys are still intact. I know you guys are doing shows and show us, send me the posters so I could help promote as well. At maybe pag everything is, pwede naman kayong mag-guest uli ng part 2. You're more than welcome to guest in my other shows. Alam mo ba? Sabi ni Carmi Santos Ong, sabi niya, yes, communication ang important. Invite them and make their visit memorable and relaxing para sila na mismo ang mag-set ng next visit. Uy, ganda nun. Yeah, mas minsan kasi mas maganda talaga pag may communication, di ba? Tapos pag nag-comfortable yung visit nila, sabi ko nga, there's a certain part of our lives na hindi na mga personal things o mga things of value ang iniipon natin. Pero especially as we mature, as we get into yung mga age of point of no return, sabi nga, yun na yung yung ano tayo, sinisave na natin ang mga memories. We are collecting memories more than personal things. Kasi mga personal things, when the time comes, when it's our time to pass, hindi mo madadala yan eh. It will just stuck with you. It will just be here. Pero iba pa rin yung memories na madadala mo in the afterlife if there's such place. Okay? Tapos sabi ni Cesar Ong, ni June, at saka kuya, gusto kong makita ng mga anak ko yung ginagawa ko sa magulang ko kasi yun ang makakasanayan nila. Pagdating ng araw, ganun din ang gagawin nila. That's true. What the kids or what your children would see that you do to your parents would be the same thing they would do to you when the time comes na sabi nga reversal of fortune. When the time comes na ikaw naman yung nasa golden years, yung ginawa mo sa mama mo, sa tatay mo, sa magulang mo, yun din ang gagawin sa iyo ng mga anak mo. So with that, nako Rosalinda, it's been an hour. Maraming salamat for allowing us for a glimpse of your life. Magandang aral ito at reminder sa lahat ng magulang at lalo na sa mga anak. Again, mga anak, it is important we show your appreciation now. Don't wait for when they're gone, don't ka nagbibili-bili ng mga flowers, naglalike ka ng candle. No, show your appreciation now. Tayong mga anak naman, appreciate our living parents. Huwag na dumating yung nag-iiyak kayo dun nung wala na sila. Kasi hindi nila mararamdaman yun. Show them now. Tell them now. Be verbal enough kahit na hindi yun ang kalang kultura. Especially by yung mga old from old school, hindi sila sanay yung mga hug, yung mga kisses, hindi sila sanay dyan. Pero make it a habit. Show your appreciation. You could tell your parents, your mama, your dad, whoever is still around, you love them and how much you appreciate them. At kung meron kang mga dinaramdam o hinanaing o sama ng loob sa magulang, this is the time to reconcile. This is the time to tell them na, alam mo papa, alam mo mama, nung growing up, ito yung naramdaman ko. I felt slighted. I felt ignored. I felt na hindi ako yung paborito. Para hindi mo madala yan, hindi yan maging baggage na kinikerry mo sa buhay mo, because that ugly baggage that you drag with you, it will manifest into a sickness. Kasi pag may sama ka ng loob sa magulang mo, o likewise ang magulang mo, you cannot sleep better, you're developing insomnia, you are unsee on things, hindi ka comfortable because you're harboring feelings na hindi mo masabi. Now is the time. Sabi nga, the power of now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next week. Do it now. Because sabi ko nga, it is always good to communicate. It's always nice to agree, to disagree. It's okay lang yan. But most important is you tell your feelings towards each other, whether good or bad, para magkapaliwanagan at makakahinga ka ng napakaganda. It will be so peaceful na parang wala ka ng dinadalang aches and wala kang dinadala. Sabi ko nga, when you are open, you are honest on how you feel about things get better, things get clearer, things na hurting you in the past, parang natatanggal lahat. Kung may mga sakit-sakit ka diyan, iyon ay dulot ng ill feelings that you might be feeling towards your siblings, towards your parents. Pero again, communication. So with that, another beautiful episode of Dear Kuya Josh just passed. So maraming salamat for tuning in. For those people again who would be sharing the show, please do so. You could share the show using our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Dali lang naman po, i-share nyo lang so people would be able to listen as well. At hindi nyo po alam yung mga natatouch ng mga message na sinishare natin. Maraming salamat for everybody who tuning in, kay Cesar Ong Jr., kay Carmi, kay Josel Agreto or si Joel Ortega, si Desi Santos, si Casimiro Ang, and of course the family, si Ernie, si Mirna, si Hilda, si Roynick Fernandez, at yung mga hindi nag-shout out pero nakikinig o makikinig. Again, maraming salamat for all the good things that you do and for all the wonderful suggestion you're sending, Kuya Josh. At yun po ay we take it to heart. Keep sending those letter. I apologize. Medyo nakaka-replay ako paminsan-minsan or majority of the time lately kasi I'm trying to finish things here in the Philippines that needs my utmost intention at kailangan po talaga matapos ko lahat itong mga ginagawa ko rito. Anyways, at with that, maraming salamat again, Rosalinda, for sharing your story with us. At sana kapulutan mo yung mga advice namin, mga comments namin. At yung mga magko-comment pa, please do so. I know we go back to that time and time again. Maraming salamat po. It takes a village to have a show like Dear Kuya Josh. Hindi lang po sa back office namin, hindi lang po sa technical team, hindi lang po sa owner and management, but lahat po kayo, this is our show. This is not my show. This is our show. At maraming salamat po because without your help, without your sharing, without you talking about it, we will not be where we are today. Maraming salamat po. As always, reminder ko lang, to any of our to every time we end any of my shows is to be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness, and any act of kindness na ginawa mo sa tao, it will come back to you in so many ways, in different times, in different situations, with different people. And when you wake up in the morning, please be grateful because that gives you a day, a new day to write a new page on the book of life. Also, when you wake up in the morning, not only you're grateful, but choose to be happy because whatever problems comes your way in the course of the day, when you choose to be happy, it kind of set the tone of the whole day. Whatever problems or any curve ball that will be thrown into you, you could give them a good smile and things get better. At yun po ang aking pinaghahawakan on the day-to-day basis when people ask me, why do you still keep smiling? Why you look like you are unbothered? Because those are things that I practice on a day-to-day basis. It's not a perfect life. It's not a perfect day. But at the end of the day, I hold on to that promise because at the end of the day, that's the best I could. I don't even search for perfection anymore. It's just for being excellent in what I do. And with that, maraming salamat po. I will see you next week with a brand new show for Alam Mo Ba as well as Dear Kuya Josh. And maraming salamat po. Again, if you are able to buy tickets for Ibarra ngayon, please do so. It's starting next month, June 11. And it will run up to the 21st of June. Maganda po yun. It's a musical. Ayan po ang poster. And you could buy your tickets with ticket to you as well as, and we're posting that as our end credit. So it starts si Dennis Monasterio po. At of course, she will be playing Crisostomo Ibarra. It will be a very interesting musical. So please do watch if you could. Maraming salamat po. I'll see you next week. And you have a blessed next week, a prolific and phenomenal next week. And God bless us all. Goodbye everybody for now. Kuya Josh is tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye and God bless us all. Bye everyone.